Well, I said it would take me a while to beat my best day that I had on Tuesday, but look what I fucking did today, guys. This was absolutely insane. Definitely didn't have to drink any coffee or nothing today. I was living off fucking pure adrenaline, and what a fucking day, man. Holy shit. There's some bad news to go with this, but Topstep account, $5,500 day. I had one trade this morning that was a $6,100 win, $6,150 win. And dude, it was the cleanest trade. I mean, there was a good amount of drawdown, not gonna lie, at the start, but other than that, holy fuck. Crazy trade. And we are fucking back. I only have 3 winning days on this account, but I'm fucking ready for a payout. Let's get into the bad news quickly. My Lucid account did not get the win. This was because Lucid has daily drawdown limit, which is fucking bullshit in my opinion, of $1,200. I mean, like, just let me fucking blow my account if I want to. Like, fuck off. Like, don't limit how much I can lose. Like, I think that is fucking ridiculous. But I took 3 trades in Asia yesterday, and I ended up being down 650 or 625 on the Topstep, and I was down about 815 on the Lucid account. And that was because the last trade I took, I pussied out and I closed early on the Lucid, but not the Topstep. And that put me a little bit more in drawdown. Like, I was down 815 instead of 600. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have caught the trade because I would have had that extra little breathing room. But I got auto liquidated after $400, and then it basically ran all the way up after that, and my Topstep never got stopped out, and I hit a banger. So I was down about $500 on the Topstep at one point, but it didn't really matter because we fucking smacked that, and I was super confident. But yesterday we had Trump speaking, and I did get caught in that, unfortunately. I didn't want to be, but everything was super slow leading up to him coming on. But I was super bullish on gold going into this Asia session. We were still trading within this big 4-hour here, but I had a feeling we were going to inverse it. We were in a super strong uptrend, and we were going to come up to this gap here. That's all I really wanted to see. And we did have this gap here and a bunch of stacked lows that all just got fucking wrecked by Trump talking. But still very bullish on gold in my opinion. I most likely will be trading Asia in a little bit here, and we just inversed this, we respected this, and it looks like we're coming up into this gap. I'm going to try to get a $150 winning day. I'm not going for anything crazy. Volume's going to be pretty dead because there's no trading tomorrow. But this was yesterday. So would I call this an A+ setup? No, but it was more of a continuation trade. Obviously, we sweep these highs here, come down into this 50-minute, respect it very hard, and I was basically just looking for a quick little play before Trump started talking, and I took 1-minute IFEG play here off this big 1-minute inverse. So some pretty strong bullish order flow here. You can see we also got a 5-minute inverse, also got a 2-minute, also got a 3-minute, and I believe there was no 15-minute, but everything under 15-minute had inversed. And where the fuck did everything just go? Right here. So yeah, everything had inversed again. I was feeling super bullish on gold. I had a feeling Trump was going to say some bullshit, and usually when he says some bullshit, gold pumps. So I wasn't really too worried. I didn't want to be trading when he was in, but I did take my first long position on this candle right here. And like I said, I was just targeting up to this gap. Kind of a moonshot, not gonna lie. But you can see I literally got railed as soon, like literally as soon as he started talking. I got taken out after we chopped around, and there was a 2-minute gap here. I believe a 3-minute also. Yeah, there was a 3-minute gap here that we were just constantly respecting, like I don't even know for how long. And also a 5-minute gap in the same spot. Again, we were just constantly respecting. So I wasn't too worried. I thought it'll play out. But with Trump talking, I mean, this probably would have played out if he wasn't talking. But as soon as he opened his fucking mouth, absolutely dumped, blew my fucking account there. $350 down. I mean, no big deal. I wasn't risking a crazy amount, but it blew my shit up right away. And I watched the press conference live. He basically said the war is over, but which is not good for gold. But the thing is, I go to NQ, right? Because NQ is weird what happened. So where the fuck are we? Right here. The weird thing that happened with NQ, if I can find my place here. So right here is where he started talking, right? And NQ should have been bullish if the war is going to end. Like, that's bullish for NQ, and that's what I'm thinking, right? When I flip over to NQ after that trade ends, and I'm looking and it's dumping, I'm like, what the fuck? It shouldn't be dumping, right? So I do get in a long position here after we get this 1-minute version. His speech was kind of wrapping up, and I just target up to this Asia high here, and you can see I'm like feeling all confident. We get a good push through this gap as well, and price just decides to absolutely take a dump because, sorry, I'm losing my place here. 18 right here is where I got stopped out. Price absolutely decides to take a dump because, you know what, this candle comes up, and you know what he says? He says the war is basically over. I'm not getting this word for word, but the next 2 to 3 weeks we are sending Iran back to the Stone Ages where they belong. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, fuck. And like literally like a second after he said that, we just dump like crazy right through my stop loss, and I came like 10 points from TP, and that was a $300 loss. It would have been about a $500 win, so I would have been up $150, and I would have just been done there. Didn't even want to be trading when he was talking, but I kind of FOMO'd in a little bit. So that one kind of bullshit. That was just off news, and I did take one more short. We had inverse some higher time frame gaps or something. I don't know. Don't really care about these, going over these too much, just kind of a waste of time. But after we got this 1-minute inversion here, we had came up and we respected that gap. I was originally going to take a long off of this because we swept out a bunch of lows, but we come up, we respect this gap, we get inversion back down, and we chopped around so much, I kind of got nervous, not going to lie. It was getting later in the day. I was already $650 down, and I had my stop loss on Lucid here, and I swear to God, it literally stopped me out by 1 point and then just dumps down. And after it came all the way up here, I freaked out, right, and moved my take profit to about there. So I only ended up getting a $20 win out of this on my Topstep, and I took a $200 or $150 loss or something like that on my Lucid, putting me to minus 815, and I was minus 625, give or take, on my Topstep. So that was unfortunate. I was just being an absolute bitch, and I literally, this one candle alone, I mean, dumped like 50 points, and then we dumped 100 points, which would have easily cleared my TP, and we dumped even more, which is fucking annoying. But whatever. It is what it is. I really shouldn't have been trading anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But let's get back into today's trade and why it was such an obvious long to me. I saw everyone take an absolute dumbass short, which was stupid as fuck in my opinion. You can justify it mechanically and pattern wise, but I mean, I didn't look at ES. I don't know if ES shorts were better. But anything on NQ, I would not have been shorting. You see overnight, we come down, we tap into this 4-hour gap. Obviously, we're still very much in bullish structure. Sweep this New York PM low. We've inversed all of this, right? Our next stop is probably up to this gap here. This is the next unmitigated 4-hour. And obviously, we have all these stacked highs still. And again, guys, the reason I was bullish, you got to be on top of your shit when Trump's in office, man. I watched the press conference live. Like I told you, the news was all super bullish for the NASDAQ. It's just, it only dumped because he said we're sending Iran back to the Stone Ages. I literally watched it live time while I was watching the press conference and on the charts. This whole dump was because of those like 10 words. So I knew this was just complete manipulation bullshit based off what he said. We are clearly still bullish, and that's why I was willing to target all the way back up here today. And fuck, it paid off good. Everything was bullish. We tap into this 4-hour gap. We swept the low, and beautiful V-shape. Well, not really V-shape, but 15-minute inversion there. Obviously, all the lower time frames got inversions there as well. We had an hourly inversion right at the 6 o'clock candle, so 30 minutes before market open. Everything is just looking super bullish. I know we were trading into a higher time frame fair value gap, and aiming all the way up here was probably risky as fuck, or not probably, it was risky as fuck. But if you guys didn't take longs to at least London highs, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. But yeah, this is where market opens right here. I'll get rid of this 4-hour gap just so you guys can see a little bit better. But market opens right here, and instantly we rip up. And I kind of FOMO'd in a little bit a minute before market opened. Right here, we get this in 1 minute inversion, and I don't know why this candle's not there, but I entered like literally as soon as we got this 1 minute inversion here. Right, we are still respecting bullish structure, and I entered right there. So my stop loss, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not very familiar with order blocks, but I want to say, I don't know. I don't know how order blocks work. I could be talking out of my ass right now, but I want to say this is an order block. But either way, it was a 15-minute gap down here, right? And I had my stops just at this wick here, because I had a feeling if anything, we did get a pullback, we just pull back into that gap and then rip back up, which is exactly what happened. But the problem was I went so far into drawdown that my Lucid account got taken out about like right here, like auto liquidated me. I had no choice, but my Topstep stayed in. So that was a $450 loss on my Lucid right there. And my Topstep, I stayed in all the way up to these data highs. Look at the fucking RR, guys. 1 to almost 6 on this shit. I was risking like fuck all in this trade, like $600, something like that. And I made $6,150 off this shit. I let my fucking nuts hang on this shit all the way through the 4-hour gap, blew through this London high, and like fuck, man, this is just like the best trade I've ever fucking taken, top to bottom. This shit was 560 fucking points I caught, and I originally only entered with 3 micros. That's why if you see here it says I took 10 trades. I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions into this, and I ended up trading almost one full mini by the end of it. Basically every single pullback here I was adding a position. Like I added one here, one here, one here, one here. That's 4, one up here and one here. And I basically really caught a lot of profit out of that, because we still ran another probably 200 points after I added those. So this whole leg here was a 9 micro trade. That's how I got so much profit out of it, guys. Just remember, you don't always have to start risking heavy. You can start 2-3 micros, and if you got a runner, move your stops up to break even. When you're a little bit in profit, add a contract. You're still break even. There's nothing wrong, and you still got room to play. That's what when I usually catch my big wins, that's what I'm doing. That being said, do I think that was the trade of the day? No. I think I entered a little bit early. The trade of the day would have been here. Tap in the 50-minute gap, get this nice 1-minute inversion. Believe it was a 5-minute inversion as well. We tap back into it here, and just targeting up to London highs. That is the absolute ideal trade here. You can catch a nice 1 to 2, no problem. Go heavier size, and you're out within the matter of 5-6 minutes here. Do I think targeting this was a good idea? It was a good idea, but do I think it should have played out? Not really, because you can see, like, just based off how much we dumped in Asia session yesterday, right? Like, I mean, I think this is going to be about 500 points. So we already kind of made the move, and the fact that we pumped up another 560 points is kind of fucking ridiculous. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere near there. I had it set the whole time, and I was trailing my stop as I went up 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So I wasn't going to take a loss regardless. I was going to come out with a good-sized win, and I figured, what the fuck, let's just let it run. We were clearly running. We got amazing displacement through this 4-hour gap. Like, look at these fucking candles here. Like, this was just amazing to see. This candle especially, 150 points, like, at 7:32, hour after market open. I think there was a Trump tweet or something. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really look into it too much. But I think there was a Trump tweet. I don't know if it's going to say on here. That would have been pretty far back. Yeah, there was a tweet here and here. Yeah, so this is the tweet. I ran drafting protocol with Oman for Hormuz Strait. So something about the Strait, I don't fucking know. But that's kind of what gave us that absolute rip of a candle there. Again, guys, if you didn't see yesterday's video, check this out, Financial Juice. It's an app on the App Store, and you can use it on your computer. It's fucking awesome. It shows you stuff like this. But yeah, that's why we got that big rip, and that was awesome to see. Finally caught the right side of Trump news for once. But yeah, great fucking day. Don't got much else to say. I'm going to get 2 more winning days here and take a pretty fat fucking payout. Hopefully I can get my balance up to 8,000. I can take a $4,000 payout, which is like almost 6,000 Canadian, which will be my biggest payout by far. I think my biggest one right now is 2,300, so that's more than doubling it, which will be fucking awesome. But gotta play it safe, low risk, just stack those $150 winning days, get the payout, call it a fucking day. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. No trading tomorrow, guys, remember that. I don't know why this is on here. The news might still be happening, but the market's not open. Futures are closed completely tomorrow, so don't wake up expecting to trade, because market's closed 30 minutes before it even opens. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys all enjoy your long weekend. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next week. Peace.